everybody! I'm back. We're back with another week, 2 weeks in a row. Thank God for that. We're doing Blue Collar Bible Time. Why do we call it Blue Collar Bible Time? Because I'm blue collar and I like to make the Bible simple. You know, like when I'm working on cars. You want to kiss, not the band. I don't think they're doing Bible study. Though, I think most of them were Jewish. I know Gene Simmons, definitely Jewish. But we want to kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. So, I got a really cool one for you guys. Want to tell you about I love El Tapo Chico. Stuff's great. I want to tell you about this awesome part in the book of Job. For those that don't know, the book of Job is the oldest book in the Bible. For those that don't know, the story of Job is super wealthy dude, right? And I'm going to give you the gist of this. Basically, you had some people say that Satan went to God and said, hey, Job honors you because you take care of him. He's super rich. And other people have a belief that it wasn't Satan like the devil of, that we think of the devil. It wasn't that Satan, because the word in the Old Testament is Ha-Satan, which just means the accuser. It could have been a spiritual entity whose job was just to go around and accuse, and comes back and tells God, hey, found this dude, he's doing that. Regardless, this Ha-Satan, accuser, says, look, God, the reason Job honors you is because you take care of that dude. He's got it made. And God says, well, I'll tell you what. I'll take your bet and you're going to regret. Because Job's going to honor me no matter what. He didn't really say it like that, but he did say, okay, you can go ahead and give him some problems, but you can't touch him. So they go ahead, and the short version is all of his kids die. He loses all of his wealth, and then God allows Ha-Satan to afflict Job personally. So Job gets pretty nasty disease because these boils on him, and his wife comes to him at one point and says, Job, why don't you just curse God and die? And I want to make this real clear. Some people are like, the wife, said that to him, what's her problem? And you got to remember, dude, this woman, she lost all her kids too, and she's grieving, and she's looking to her husband, the man of the house, thinking, you know what? If he gives up, I can give up too. There's certain narratives like the wife just said, why don't you just curse God and die? She was having a tough way to go. And think about it. Anyways, Job has friends that come to him, and they say, you must have a secret sin. And Job's like, no, I don't. But Job's wondering, why is this happening to me? What's going on? In the end, Job stays loyal and faithful to God, and he gets everything back and then some. But here's the really cool part I really wanted to tell you about. At one point, while Job's going through this, God comes to him and he asks him a number of questions like, can you do this? Can you do that? And if you want more of those examples later, I'll give them to you. But the one that really blew me away was Job 38, 31. Can you bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or loose the bands of Orion? Sounds poetic. What is God really saying here? Let's walk through it. So the Pleiades it's more than just, this group of 7 stars. They're gravitationally bound to each other. Now, how do they know that over 3,000 years ago? He's like, can you do that, Job? Could you make these stars bind together by gravity? Job's probably like, no, probably not. And then he says, can you loose the bands of Orion? Orion's not gravitationally bound. Those stars are actually flying away from each other. So one constellation's bound, the other is loosed, spreading apart, and that's exactly what it says. Depending on which account you look at, whether it be a secular account of history or a Christian scholar account of history, you're at least 2,500 years ago, at least, before they had any scientific information on that stuff. That's so cool. That's just one thing, one phrase, one verse in the Bible. It's showing a scientific fact. God states a scientific fact. 3,000 years later, that's when, they're like, oh, hey, you know what? Those ones are bound by gravity and those ones are actually drifting apart. How'd they know it? I don't know. Maybe there's a lot more packed in to the Bible people realize. And maybe the Bible's from outside of our time domain. It's an integrated message from outside of our time domain. Look, God had the ability to create us. He definitely has a way to get a message system to us. If you don't think that's super cool, I don't think you were listening. That's some scientific facts right there, written 3,000 years ago. Basically, God's like, yeah, mic drop. Hope you guys learned something from this. Hope you found it informative. You got any questions, comments? If there's something you want to see, leave it in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next week, God willing. Thanks. See ya.